Welcome back to my channel. Emma here. Let's go ahead and lie down onto our backs to get started. We will start any comfortable position on your back, maybe Supta Baddha, maybe knock knee position, maybe just legs long. Wiggle the shoulder blades flat and just find that comfortable space. Any adjustments you need. Relax your jaw, close your eyes, deep breath in. Exhale, arrive. So you're here in your space. Let your mind be here as well. Every exhale, let something go from the outside world, just kind of tuning in with your breath. Feel the texture of your mat. On that next inhale, just breathe into your chest halfway. Then breathe in all the way to your belly. Then let it go. Inhale to your chest. Inhale to your belly. Let go. One more. Inhale, chest. Inhale, belly. Big sigh. Seal your lips, breathe to the roof of your mouth, the back of your throat. Next inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Roll out the wrists, the ankles. Hug your right knee into your chest. Pull the right knee down towards the right armpit. You might roll out the ankle or wiggle the toes. Keep your left shoulder blade nice and heavy. Extend your right leg straight up, clasp your hands behind your hamstring, flex both feet. Pull the belly button, bottom ribs down. Notice if you're shortening or crunching into the right side body, can you push the outer right hip forward a bit? And then notice if your neck is lifting, can you tuck your chin slightly, let every single vertebrae sink to the ground. Slide your hands up to your calf or ankle. Peel your head and shoulders up off the ground. Now you're looking towards your left foot. Go ahead and point your left toes. Squeeze, so try to keep that left leg firm on the ground. Squeeze your right quadriceps to pull that leg towards you. Then stretch your arms forward. Pull the belly button down, glue your low back to the mat. Option to float the left leg up off of the ground. Low back is glued. Squeeze, low abdomen. 3. Should be really hard. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. Lower head, shoulders down. Bend your right knee and take it over to the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gaze off to the right. Again, breathe in. Exhale, imagine that outer right hip going forward, lengthening the right side once again. Unwind onto your back, right ankle over left thigh, figure 4 pose. You can grab the back of the left leg, or you can just kind of drive that left knee in to use a little bit more of your core strength and keep the arms out wide. Feel free to rock side to side. Push that right knee forward, flex your right toes. And then we'll turn this into a half happy baby pose. Right hand grabbing the right foot, pull your knee down towards your armpit. Extend the left leg long, and if that's too much, bend your left knee with the foot flat. I like the left hand on the left thigh to keep it firm. Again, little tuck of the chin, lengthen the back of your neck. Breathe for 3. 2. 1, release, big stretch, inhale. Exhale, hug left knee into chest. Roll out the ankle, wiggle your toes. Keep the right leg firm. Extend your left leg straight up, clasp your hands behind your hamstring. Flex both feet, spread the toes. Feel the tailbone scoop forward, the back of the skull scoop back. So it's like the spine is almost getting longer or flatter on the mat. The outer left hip is going forward towards the inner right ankle. Slide your hands up towards your calf or ankle. Pick your head and shoulders up. So you're decreasing the space between the hip points and the ribs by squeezing your low abdomen. Point your right toes now and stretch your arms forward. Stay there, or option to float the right leg up off the ground. Keep the low back glued. Keep firming your left quadriceps for 3. Breathe. 2. 1, lower head, shoulders down, bend your left knee and take it to the right. Deep breath in. Exhale. Again, breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Can you lengthen the left side body? 1 more. Unwind, cross that left ankle over the right thigh. You can keep the arms wide and kind of just use the right knee to push in. Use a little bit more of your core strength to get the stretch instead of grabbing the back of the right leg, but totally up to you. Let everything I say be more of a suggestion than a demand. Always listen to your body first. Use your breath. Half happy baby, left hand grabbing the left foot. Extend your right leg long. If that's too much, bend the right knee with the foot flat. Imagine the left heel stamping to the ceiling, but the shin bone driving down into the knee joint. 3. Maybe the right hand on top of the right thigh to keep it firm. Pull your belly button down. 2. 1, big stretch, reach. Hug the knees in. Grab behind the legs, rock up and down your spine. After that 3rd or 4th one, cross at the ankles, find tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, pull your chest through, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, push your shin bones down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, round. Spike your toes to the mat. Hover your knees off the ground and do cat-cow like this as best you can. Inhale, flipping the tailbone up, pulling your chest through. Exhale, keep the knees hovering, round your back. So much harder. Inhale, pull your chest through. You've got to move a lot slower. Exhale, scoop and round, squeeze your low belly. Give me 1 more here. Inhale. Exhale, round. Drop down to the knees and walk it forward, puppy pose. Tops of the feet press down, especially the top of the big toe. So really spread the toenails out, push those down. Feel the inner thighs roll back. Steady breathing in and out through the nose, Ujjayi pranayama. 1 more. Slide it forward onto your belly. Take the hands out like 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock up onto the fingertips. Feet a little wider maybe. Inhale, roll yourself up. Drop your right shoulder. Twist to the left. Look over that left elbow. Inhale, center. Drop the left shoulder. Look over the right elbow, twisting to the right. Back through center. Lower yourself down. Place your hands in line with your ribs. On an inhale, roll yourself up, cobra pose. Look to the right. Option to bend the left knee for a little bit more intensity on the left hip flexor. Straighten your left leg, come back through center, look left. Option to bend your right knee. Straightening the right leg, back through center. Child's pose, knees wide. Think about breathing through a straw, so not all at once. Nice, slow, controlled, in and out through the nose. Shift forward table, back to downward facing dog. Use your left big toe and second toe to kind of grab the back of your right heel and gently pull it down for a calf hamstring stretch. Maybe more of that Achilles tendon stretch. And then switch. Right big toe, second toe kind of grabs the left heel and gently drags it down to the ground. And release. Right foot down. Lift your heels, tippy toes. Take tiny little baby steps all the way up to the front. Once you get there, separate the feet wider than your hips. Bend the knees. Clasp your hands behind your head and find a gentle sway. If you feel rounding in your back, bend your knees more. With every inhale, feel like the chest, the sternum actually pulls forward, so you're lengthening through the sides, more space from the hip to the rib. And then on your exhale, keeping that length, maybe pushing the thigh bones back a little bit to get more hinge. Release your hands. Let's lift up halfway. Tone your belly, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Walk your right hand down your right leg, take a side bend to the right. Avoid arching or rounding your backs. Just pull the bottom ribs down and the belly button back. Squeeze your right oblique a lot. Come back through center, reach up. Take a side bend to the left. See how far you can reach your left fingertips down. Come back to center, reach up. Make a bind behind your back or hands to the low back. Lift your chest, lean back, take a lion's breath in. Tongue out. Inhale up and exhale, fold over your legs. Release your hands to the ground and lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step yourself back to plank pose. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Feel gentle shoulder protraction, like you're spreading the shoulder blades apart. Shift your weight forward and drop your knees. Bend your elbows back, lower your chest and chin. Your toes are still tucked, so your butt's sticking up in the air. Then push your hips down, tops of the feet down, pull yourself through cobra pose. Try not to let the heels flop out, the toes point directly back. So it's like the inner thighs are rolling down. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Feel free to adjust your feet as needed. Lift your right leg up behind you, bend your knee, stack your hips, kick your heel to your butt or circle your hip a few times, whatever movement you need. Then square off your hips, crunch your right knee over to your left elbow. Slide your right knee to your right elbow, back to your left elbow. Right elbow. Softly step to your right thumb. Keep your left hand down, reach your right arm up. Stack the shoulders. Think one long arm. Again, gentle shoulder protraction here. So you're not grounding your shoulders, but you're reaching. You're not squeezing the shoulder blades together. Drop your back knee, half splits pose. Flex your right toes. Spread your toes apart and feel a gentle twist to the right. Press down with the top of your left foot. Re-bend your right knee. Bump your fingers forward and lift your left leg up behind you, standing L. Push your right thigh bone back. Feel free to bend your right knee slightly. Step your left foot to meet your right foot, forward fold. Bend your knees, sit back, chair pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step just your right foot back. Send your left leg high behind you into three-leg downward dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hips. You can kick it or circle it a few times. Then square off your hips. Crunch left knee over to the right elbow. Slide your left knee to your left elbow. Back to your right elbow. Left elbow. Softly step forward, runner's lunge. Right hand stays down, left arm reach up. Let the pose be maintained in your legs. Push the back of your right knee up. Spread the shoulder blades, but also feel space across your chest. Try not to let the left knee fall out to the left. Drop your back knee, half splits pose. It's a gentle twist to the left, pressing down with the top of the right foot. Pull your chest forward, shoulders back. Avoid craning your neck. Think about leading with the space between your eyebrows. Standing L pose. Bump your hands forward. Throw the right leg up behind you with the foot flexed. Drop your outer right hip. Step your right foot to meet your left foot. Forward fold. Bend your knees. Sit back into your heels. Utkatasana. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back or jump back. Chaturanga on your exhale. Feel free to drop your knees like we did last time, or shift your weight forward, gaze forward as you bend the elbows back, lower halfway. Push the toes back, pull yourself through to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Your thighs are floating off the mat. Then use your low belly, kind of drag your feet forward and roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Always feel free to take a different variation. Nothing is mandatory on your mat besides your breath. We're gonna add on to that sequence. Lift your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, drop your back knee, half splits. You can keep the back toes tucked here. Inhale, standing L pose. Throw the left leg up behind you. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tap your left knee to your right calf. You can keep the hands down or draw the hands to heart center. Keep the gaze down. We're gonna go right hand down, half moon pose. Open up to the left. Scoop your right glute underneath you. Flex your left foot. Slowly start to bend your right knee and take a long step back to warrior two. Take a moment to settle in, deeply bend your right knee. Gaze over your right fingers, flip your palm, reverse warrior. And then windmill your hands to the front of your mat. Step your right foot back, chaturanga, with or without the knees. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog, left side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, softly step. Inhale, left arm reach. Exhale, back knee down, half splits. Inhale, standing L. Exhale, Shiva squat. You can keep the hands there or bring your hands to heart center. Open it up, half moon pose. Take your time with this. It's normal to feel a little bit wobbly. Flex your right foot. Slowly bend your left knee and take a long step back to warrior two. Feel free to shuffle the feet. Left palm flip, reverse warrior. Windmill your hands to the front of your mat. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upwards. Exhale, downward dog. Again, right leg lift. Exhale, step. Right arm reach. Back knee down, half splits. Standing L. Shiva squat. Half moon pose. If you want to challenge, try to float the bottom hand. Slow step back, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the front, step back, take your flow or skip it. Left side, inhale. Exhale, step. Left arm reach. Back knee down, half splits. Standing L. Shiva squat. Half moon pose. If you want the challenge, try to float your left hand. Long step back, warrior two. Breath in, reverse. And breath out, chaturanga at the front of your mat. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Grab onto your big toes, Padangusthasana. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, fold over your legs. Can you roll a little weight to the big toes? That'll help the inner thighs roll back. If you're rounding your back a lot, bend your knees more. Slide the shoulders up away from the ears. Last 2. 1, release. Hands to the waist. Inhale, rise. Reach both arms up and lift your right knee up in front of you. Try not to hike your right hip up higher than your left. Keep your hips level. Figure 4 pose, where hands to the heart, or you can sweep the arms back. Flex your right toes and push your shin back. Just like we did on our back, that left knee's kind of going forward. We're gonna stand up, tree pose. Bottom right foot, inner left thigh. If you'd like to make this more intense, you can take Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana instead, grabbing the right big toe. Either way, standing on the left leg. Steady your gaze on one unmoving spot and squeeze your glutes together to help roll the hips open for 3, 2, 1. Right leg through center. Reach your arms up. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing splits. Dive your hands to the ground. That right leg is lifted up behind you. Keep it lifted as you walk your hands forward to 3-leg downward dog. Crunch your right knee to your left elbow. Kick your right leg out, fallen triangle. Make sure that left foot spins flat. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot on that back knee. Really squeeze your back leg. Top arm can reach up, or Utthita extend. Palm down, pinky down for 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, right knee to nose. Softly step forward. Line your left fingers up with the right toes and reach your right arm up. Then from here, see if you can prop up onto the left fingertips, getting lighter in the left hand. Maybe you can even make a fist with the left hand and float your hand for 3. Keep turning your chest to the right. The pose is maintained in the legs and the core. 2, 1. Right hand down, side angle pose. Spin your left foot flat and open up to the left. Your right hand can be in or outside your foot, maybe on a block or elbow to thigh. Push your right knee to the right and try to scoop this right hip underneath you. Again, left arm can reach up, or Utthita extend for 3. Pull the bottom ribs in, look up at your left thumb. 2, 1. Walk it to the left, wide leg forward fold. Line your fingers up with your toes, squeeze your legs, and roll your weight forward for 3, 2, 1. Lift up halfway. Walk around to the back runner's lunge. Bump your right foot to the right, come up to a high lunge crescent warrior. Hug the outer hips inwards. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Capture your right knee or big toe out in front of you. Stand up tall. Option to grab the right big toe. Plug your right shoulder back. Stay here or add a twist. Left hand grabbing the foot or the knee. Feel the right hip go down for 3, 2, 1. Unwind, reach up. Drop your right foot in front of your left foot and fold over your legs. Your ankles are crossed. Walk the hands right for a nice IT or hip stretch. Walk your hands center, that back foot, left foot, long step back. We're going Vashisthasana, side plank on the left. Option, right peace sign fingers, big toe, or tree pose. Left hand and left foot stay on the mat, send the right leg up. Just like standing, you wanna kick the inner heel forward on that right foot to externally rotate your hip. Breathe for 3, for 2, wild thing 1. Right foot step behind, push in behind your heart. And then slow, flip it around, chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale, down dog. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Slide your hands under your feet, Padahastasana, toes to wrist crease. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Roll your weight a little bit forward from your quadriceps. Think about sliding the hands out from underneath you. 3, 2, 1, release grip, hands to your waist, rise to stand. Reach your arms up, lift your left knee up in front of you with your foot flexed. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, figure 4 pose. Arms can go back or hands heart. Same idea as what we did on our back. Left knee going back, right knee going forward. And then the same balancing option as the other side, tree pose or extended big toe pose. Either way, you're balancing on your right leg, squeezing your glute muscles together, externally rotating that left hip so that heel is kicking forward. If you're in tree pose, think about the left knee going back for 3. Back of the skull lift, stand tall, 2. 1, left leg through center, reach up, pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing splits, dive over your right leg. That left leg is high behind you. Keep the left leg up as you walk your hands forward. Crunch your left knee to your right elbow. Kick it out, spin your back foot flat, fall in triangle pose. You can reach up or extend the top arm. Plug the left shoulder back for 3, for 2, for 1. Right hand down, left knee to nose. Step forward. Keep the right hand down, reach your left arm up. Then see if you can prop up onto the right fingertips. Maybe make a fist with the right hand, float your right arm, maintain the pose with the legs, keep turning your chest to the left for 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, extended side angle. Your left heel lines up with your right arch, left hand inner outside foot. Great time for a block or elbow thigh. Top arm reaching up or extending, really firm down the outer edge of your right foot. Can you get lighter in the left toes? Gaze up at your right thumb for 3, 2, 1. Walk it over to the right, wide leg forward fold. Grab your feet, ankles, big toes. One more breath. Half lift. Walk around to the front. Left foot a little left, high lunge, crescent warrior. Feel free to keep a little bend in the back knee. Right hand, right hip. Capture left knee or big toe up in front of you. If you've got the big toe, straighten the leg. Plug the left shoulder back. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, twist left. Right hand grabbing the knee or the foot. Outer left hip going down. Steady your breath and steady your gaze for 3, for 2, for 1. Reach both arms up. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, drop left foot in front of right foot. Fold over your legs. Then walk your hands to the left. For that IT stretch, you're gonna walk your hands always in the direction of the front foot, at least when I teach it. Walk your hands to center, right foot long step back. You're going side plank on the right. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Option to grab big toe, tree pose variation. Squeeze your glute muscles together, externally rotate that left hip. Gaze down easier. Stay here or flip it for 3, 2, 1. Slow, controlled, flip it around, vinyasa. That's it. Inhale up, exhale to down dog. Step or jump through, seated, and lie down onto your back. The nice part about these express flows is I put some back bends in the sequence, I put the hip stretches in the sequence, so at the end, all we've got to do is just a little twist. Wrap that right leg over the left leg, drop your knees to the left. Let the shoulder blades be flat and heavy, look right. Unwind through center and switch. Left leg wrapping on top, knees drop to the right, gazing left. Unwind onto your back, give yourself a nice big squeeze. Our Shavasana, the recorded part's going to be very short today to keep it express, but if you do have time, I'd encourage you to pause the video, maybe play a nice meditation or calming sound that you enjoy. Otherwise, we'll just lie here for a few breaths. Try to relax your body. Give yourself these final few moments of peace, relaxing all the muscles, feeling all that energy settling, and making a conscious choice of how you want to step off of your mat, what you want to bring into the rest of your day, whether that's more strength, more resilience, or more calmness and stillness. Gather that in with an inhale, stretch the arms overhead, point your toes, hug the knees in, and roll to your right or left side. Make your way up seated. Feel gratitude for your body, your breath, and the time you were able to spend on your mat today. Deep breath in, exhale. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this Express class. Let me know in the comments below. I have over 200 classes on my channel, so they're all variable length. If you like something longer or shorter than this, make sure to check out my other videos as well. I'll see you back next week.